Hi, so in this video I wanted to show you how to use regular expressions to extract bits of information from the request and put them into the response to make the response dynamic. So what we've got here is a request body and a response body from a third-party system that for the purpose of this demonstration we're gonna assume that it's unavailable. So what we're gonna do is put this request, this mapping into traffic parrot and use traffic parrot instead of the real system. So you're also gonna notice here that there's an ID in this request. So this is the whole body of the request, and you've got an ID here, request ID, and it gets copied onto the response body. You can see the same ID in here. So we're gonna make this bit dynamic and we're gonna copy it from the request. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. So what I'm gonna do is start with adding our mapping to traffic parrot, and I'm gonna do it like that. The URL is gonna be /a1 because it's just for our testing purposes, so it doesn't matter. And I'm gonna paste the response body, save it. Oh, sorry, I got something from a previous demo, so I'm just going to delete it. All right, so this is our mapping that I've just added now, and we can test it using Postman. So let's send a post request to HTTP to traffic parrot, and the body is going to be our request body. Sorry. Send it. And there we go, we just got the request that we've configured. So this comes from traffic parrot. But as I said, this is a request ID, so it's going to change from request to request. So let's say it's changed and now it's something like this. And I send it, but what we get back is the same static response with the same ID in it. And it's not a surprise because we've just configured it to be a static string of characters. Okay, so how do we make this ID dynamic and extract it from the request? Well, to do that we're going to use regular expressions this time, just because the request body is not in JSON and it's not in XML, so you can't use XML path, XPath or JSON path. So this is just, some custom format. So what we're going to use is regular expressions. All right, so in order to have a look at how regular expressions work, in Traffic Parrot, you're going to go to the extensions page and you're going to see it just here. So the way we do it is we paste this bit into our response, or whichever part of the you can paste it into response body, response headers, whichever bit you want to make dynamic, but we're going to use it in the response body. And you call the Regex Helper, pass it in a source attribute and a regular expression. What is a regular expression? It's a special kind of grammar or language that is used in practically all programming languages and in most software testing tools as well, to match for text and to extract bits of data from text. So tools like JMeter, SoapUI, those tools that you know and probably use are going to be taking advantage of regular expressions as well. As I say, regular expressions have been here for a while, and many people use them, and they're very powerful as well at the same time. All right, so let's go ahead and copy this bit and use it in our response. So we're calling the Regex Helper. Source attribute is gonna be the request body, HTTP request body. So to get the request body from the HTTP request, we need to use request.body, and then we need to use a regex. So if you know how regex works, I'm more than happy for you to obviously just type it in here and you know, have it done just like this. But since this is a very basic introduction, we're going to use this regex101.com tester to test our regular expressions and develop the regular expression from very basic. So I'm just going to show you how to do it if you're new to regular expressions. All right, so we're going to be looking for data in the request. We're going to paste the request into the test string here, into the tester. And what we want to do is extract this bit of information. All right, so how do we do that? Well, first of all, I can see camel dash in here. This seems to be quite unique. And looks like it's going to be always the same. So in any request, you could double check that by looking at the documentation, but for the purpose of this demo, let's assume it's always there. So I've matched this bit, and now I want to match this bit. So I can see there's a white space character here, so I can match anything apart from white space, which is /S, and plus means one or more of those characters. And if you want to know how to, you know, why is it /S and why is it plus, you just go to Google. You go ahead and Google a regular expression tutorial, and it's gonna take you through those basics. And there's a cheat sheet here on the right hand side as well, so you can see that /S is any non-white space character. Okay, and now I want to match this bit. We're gonna use it. We're gonna do it the same way. /S plus. So we've matched the whole ID. And now we want to capture it. So in order to capture it and be able to use it in the response, we're going to put it in parentheses. Okay? So there we go. We've captured a group. You can see it says here group 1, and it's the ID. So we're going to copy this and paste it into our regular expression. Place here in where we're calling the regex helper. Save that and test it again. And there you go. You can see that the ID in the response now contains the exact value that it had in the request. Yeah. So let's change it to something else again. And there you go. Okay, so what we have just demoed is how to generate a dynamic response in a case that we're not using SOAP or we're not using JSON. And in that case, we use regular expressions to extract bits of information from the request and put it into the response. All right, thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next videos. Bye-bye.